I'm here in Santo Domingo because I was invited by the UNIBW and my good friend Jesus. And the masterclass is going to be about my usual talk, where the title is called Doodle Constructivism. So I have been a doodler all my life. I started doodling it when I was 4. So I've been doodling for 52 years. I'm really old, aren't I? Yeah. So I'm going to talk about the relationship between the drawing and architecture, how architecture influences my drawing and my drawing influences architecture. And the other thing is how my drawing is a very important exploration in architecture, not as just a supplement to architecture, but as it is. So these are the things I'm going to talk about. And I'll be talking about 20 projects that I've done so far through about 20 years of my career. So that's, simply put, that's what I'm going to talk about. Yeah. Well, actually, I didn't name myself as Happy Destroyer, but I think a lot of people call me Happy Destroyer because I think to be a creative person, you have to destroy with a happy mind, right? Because everything new comes out of the old box. So you have to break the egg, break the box to have a new birth. That's what I mean by the Happy Destroyer. And I want to be I'm an architect with a less serious attitude. Of course, it's a serious business, but I want to have fun. So when I have fun, people using it have fun, looking at it have fun. So I want to be the evangelist for throwing fun to architecture. I think it's because of the fact that, first of all, even though my work seems to be breaking all the rules, but when you look at it carefully, it follows all the regulation. It's under the boundary of the regulation. I don't go beyond that. So for example, it's under the boundary, but I'm pushing it to the limit. And the reason I think is because since I try to enjoy the process of design, when the clients meet me, they are happy, it becomes contagious. And they're sometimes jealous because he says, I'm paying you to be a serious architect, but you're having too much fun. So they're almost, oh, I'm getting angry, I'm jealous because I pay you to have fun. But then but as an architect, even though I have this demeanor, I have to but I do all the functions and details as it should be. So I'm doing that as a basis, but on top of that, I put a lot of spice on them. That's why it's funny. When people say you are an artist, I say an architect. Are you an architect? I say an artist. So I'm always, I would say, I'm a very slippery eel. I run away from definition. I don't want to be defined. I don't want to be defined, but I would say my life, my being, and my creative product is one package. So it's all seamless in one package. That's how I would say it. Yes. And I think I love architecture because it has a lot of possibility of creating the dreams into reality, which is really a great thing. I've been to Spain, obviously, Barcelona, and when I saw Gaudi's work, I thought he's crazy. He's totally crazy guy. And I was inspired. Okay, this crazy architecture conveys his authenticity. So I thought, I should be crazy in my own way. So I was inspired by Gaudi's work. And I'm sure there's a lot of great Spanish artwork too. I mean, I was in Bilbao, and I saw Frank Gehry's work. And he's not Spanish, but it has that beautiful sense of Catalonian shapes everywhere. So yeah, Latin America I haven't been too many places, but I think it was very inspiring, generally speaking. Yeah. So to put it to an end, what I wanted to speak about is that, I regard architecture as an idea where you get inspiration from everywhere, from the high intellectual sphere to the low, like say, everydayness, but I regard them on the same plate. I think UNIBW has been a great institution to provide world-class education to its students. And I have been very honored to be invited to talk within that framework. Thank you very much.